Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province, and now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of March 17, 2025, the Board of People Committee held its regular monthly meeting. The meeting was chaired by Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, acting chairman of the Board of People Committee, and Mr. Yu Thắng, vice chairman of the Board of People Committee.
At the meeting, the Brainstorm Bills Committee provided opinions on several draft resolutions to be submitted to the Brainstorm Bills Council, covering the fields of finance, construction, agriculture, and environment. And these include the resolution recording the authority to approve the tax and budget estimates for the regular expenditures on assets and equipment procurement, and the centralization of authorities to approve the tax and funding for renovation, operating, expansion, and the new construction of project components within the previously invested projects of unseasoned units in TayNinhTV province. The resolution stipulating preferential policies for land rent exemptions for the projects using land for business and production purposes in priority investment sectors, while also meeting requirements of the project type, the scales and socialization standards are for non-profit projects in TayNinhTV province. The resolution regulating interest rates, support for the loans from private institutions for the projects investing in bus transportation vehicles and infrastructure for public passenger transport by bus, financial support for public passenger transport operations by bus, and subsidies for user of public passenger transport services through the fare exemption and reduction of policies. The resolution approving the list of land recovery projects for the socio-economic development in the public and national interest in TayNinhTV province, phase number 2 of 2025. In its director's speech at the meeting, Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, acting chairman of the Brainstorm Bills Committee, requested the relevant departments and agencies to continue refining the content to submit to the Brainstorm Bills Council for timely approval, contributing to the province's socio-economic development.
Speaking at the meeting, National Assembly Chairman Hamang emphasized that the issue under consideration aims to serve the streamlining and restructuring of the organizational apparatus for submission to the competent authorities. He highlighted that the second phase of the organizational streamlining revolution is underway, focusing on restructuring administrative units at the rural and commune levels, following constitutional amendment. Consideration will be given to the elimination of district-level administration and the reorganization of the Brussels-level structure. The National Assembly Chairman urged ANC and unit to lead and the political and ideological work among officials, party members, and the public, while remaining vigilant against hostile forces that might exploit the restructuring effort to distort and sabotage. He also called on National Assembly to closely coordinate with government bodies to thoroughly repair the proposal for submission to the Politburo and the Central Committee, ensuring progress, quality, and compliance with shared requirements.
And to ensure the timely completion, contractors have mobilized the maximum manpower and machinery to expedite the construction, especially for the Tala Dam component. The construction unit is implementing necessary technical steps while strictly adhering to the technical requirements for the soil settlement waiting periods. According to the construction unit, approximately 75% of the project has been completed so far, and with the flood discharge system and traffic bridge fully finished. Those for paving of the road surface is scheduled to begin in early June, and during the settlement period, the contractor will implement the regular water spraying measures to reduce the dust and minimize environmental impact. Regarding the landscaping, the contractor is currently installing the sheet posts around the project area, and the construction of the foundation and walls for the landscape section is expected to commenced in the mid-April of 2025, and by May the 15th of 2025, the flood discharge system will be largely completed. And meanwhile, the installation of guardrails along the dam and spillway is set to be finished by April the 30th of 2025, ensuring traffic safety and protecting the lives for the residents.
Ladies and gentlemen, after nearly a month of restructuring and streamlining, the department and equivalent agency under the TayNinhTV People Committee have quickly stabilized and operated effectively, ensuring no disruptions in task execution and public service delivery. A report from the TayNinhTV Department of Agriculture and Environment.
At the end of April 2025, the People's Council of the Taynan Province agreed to reorganize the specialized agencies under Prince of Wales Committee, reducing them to 10 departments and 2 departments level agencies. The Department of Natural Resources and Environment and the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, both with relatively large staff size and areas of responsibility, were reorganized into the Department of Agriculture and Environment. And the Department of Agriculture and Environment also received the additional state management functions and tasks related to the party election work transferred from the Department of Labor, Welfare and Social Affairs. And after reorganization, the Department of Agriculture and Environment reduced for 2 divisions, eliminated 1 public service unit and cut for 17 civil servant positions and transferred for 21 public employees from the state budget funding to revenue-based funding. And despite the large workload from the beginning of March until now, the department's administrative apparatus has been operating smoothly and effectively. The decision to appoint the director and deputy directors took effect from March the 1st, which was Saturday, but that was also the day we started working. On our first official working day, on the operation proceeds normally, particularly for administrative procedures involving assistance, and these tasks were not delayed, and no one cites the merger as a reason for affecting the work progress. In the first week of operation, the Department of Agriculture and Environment received positive feedback from organizations and individuals regarding professionalism and timeliness in administrative procedures processing. For example, when we process an environmental impact assessment report, it previously took for 40 days, and information photos still show for 40 days, but we aim to reduce it to under 30 days. And this will be a metric for the comparison and regular review. Similar for the land-related matters, we are trying to reduce the processing line and time by 1/3, and I will set this as a target for the leaders of the relevant units and report monthly. The staff, civil servants, and employees of the department have settled to their work, contributing to positive changes in administrative procedure reform and public service. And currently, all departments and department-level units under the Prince of Wales Committee have quickly stabilized and operating effectively, demonstrating the Taynan Province's political determination in implementing the provincial organizational restructuring toward a streamlined, strong system that operates with the high performance, authority, and effectiveness.
To ensure strict management and prevent violation that may cause public concern, the Brussels People Committee of Taynan has issued an official directive requiring heads of relevant departments, sector, and district-level People Committee to enhance the management of sweep-lab farming activities in the province. Accordingly, the Department of Agriculture and Environment is tasked with guiding and facilitating organizations and individuals in completing land use procedure for investing in sweep-lab farming houses. It must also review and update regulation on sweep-lab farming facility and the construction approval process. Additionally, the department will collaborate with relevant agencies and local authorities to strengthen oversight and inspections of sweep-lab farming operation. The Department of Animal Husbandry and Veterinary Service is directed to intensify inspections of veterinary hygiene conditions at sweep-lab farm and handle violations within its jurisdiction, as well as implement disease prevention and control measures in accordance with regulation. District, town, and city level people committee are responsible for managing and supporting the development of sweep-lab farming while answering the legal rights and interests of farmers. They are also required to continue surveying the number of sweep-lab farms in their respective area and take action against any violations in accordance with the law.
And to ensure the most first-rate admission and provide opportunities for all school-age children to attend school, the TayNinhTV Department of Education and Training has directed district-level education and training officers and private schools across the province to implement the Grade 1 enrollment plan for the 2025 to 2026 academic year with the completion required by August 1st of 2025. The children eligible for first-rate enrollment must be 6 years old, calculated by the calendar year, and however, the children with disabilities, intellectual delays, or those from ethnic minority communities may enroll at an older age, but not exceeding the 3 years beyond the standard age requirement. The school must ensure that 1% of eligible children within their designated areas are admitted in accordance with the regulations. And the method of enrollment will be determined by the district town and city level People's Committee based on the recommendations from local education and training officers to ensure the reasonable and convenient enrollment process for the students and the parents also.
Halfway through Youth Month 2025, meaningful and practical activity have left a strong impression, reading the spirit of volunteerism and enthusiasm among the province's young people. From social welfare projects and support for disadvantaged individuals to initiatives caring for the younger generation, all efforts reflect the responsibility and aspiration of local youth to contribute to the community and society. Beginning the series of meaningful activity during this year's Youth Month, the Warsaw Youth Union collaborated with partner organizations to implement numerous social welfare projects and deliver practical gifts, contributing to community support. A highlight was the program providing 110 health insurance cards to the invited residents in the Yao district. This activity aimed to help local people access better healthcare service, reduce the burden of medical examination and treatment costs, and contribute to answering social welfare. I received a health insurance card and I feel very happy. I'm very pleased to see the government caring for us like this. I'm very grateful because my ethnic group is a minority group and we are quite poor. Receiving this gift made me very happy and thankful. Besides community healthcare initiative, the 2025 Youth Month program also focused on supporting the advantaged children. Two brothers, Phạm Ngọc Sơn and Phạm Ngọc Linh, residing in Tân Hiệp Commune, Tân Châu district, were gifted a new house. The boys' family faces particularly difficult circumstances as their father, the man breadwinner, had lost his ability to work, while their mother earns a living by peeling cashew nuts. The house will be with 90 million Vietnam đồng from the Fund for the Poor, along with 20 million Vietnam đồng contributed by the family, providing the children with a stable place to live, allowing them to focus on their study and development. Today I feel very happy because the aunt and uncle built us a house to shelter from the sun and rain. I sincerely thank you. I will try hard in my study to not disappoint you all. The meaningful activity during Youth Month 2025 not only demonstrate the sense of responsibility of the province youth but also help create humanitarian values, motivating people to overcome difficulties and improve their lives. In the meantime, many other practical activities will continue to be implemented, contributing to building an increasingly prosperous and civilized homeland. The government is finalizing a proposal to reorganize administrative units at levels. Property and land at former locations that are no longer needed may be reclaimed, reallocated, and transferred to local authority. The Ministry of Finance has proposed that restructuring plan for unseen units must include measures for handling surplus assets after the reorganization. Additionally, the ministry is preparing to amend regulation on public assets to align with the new administrative structure, title, and position, including updated standards for managing and utilizing public property. According to the report from the Ministry of Finance, by the end of 2024, more than 11,000 public property were either unused, inefficiently utilized, or misused.
According to the General Department of Taxation and the Ministry of Finance, after a temporary suspension from the system of price and category transactions, the entire electronic tax system officially resumed operations at 8 a.m. on March 17. The e-commerce portal, the electronic portal for households and individuals engaged in e-commerce and digital platform businesses, the electronic tax application e-tax, and the individual tax application can only temporarily suspended for electronic tax payment function. Other subsystems remain operational and continue to receive the taxpayer filings. However, the processing and issuance of results to taxpayers will only take place after the appraisal and transaction process is completed.
To foster the development of the private sector, the Deputy Prime Minister emphasized the need for policy to be more clearly classified and tailored to specific business groups and easier studies land use, monetary and banking policy, finance and taxation, and technology. Based on this approach, the Steering Committee for Developing the Private Sector Role proposal, established in early March, in task with drafting a proposal to be submitted to the Politburo. Currently, the private sector comprises over 6.1 million business entities, including approximately 940,000 IT enterprises and over 5.2 million household businesses. This sector contributes around 50% of GDP, account for more than 56% of total social investment capital, and employs about 82% of the national workforce. Recently, the Urdu ethnic community in Vamon Village, Tungyu District and Province cheerfully celebrated the Chamsprong Festival, closely associated with the worship of Thunder God. This is one of the most significant festivals of the Urdu people, with a wish for peaceful village, favorable weather, bountiful harvest, and good health for all. The earlier year Thunder Festival featured many rituals and vividly reflect the unique and distinctive cultural identity of the Urdu ethnic group. The peaceful Linamngung stream flowing behind the village were chosen as the gathering point for people to thoroughly wash their belongings, faces, and feet with the simple meaning of washing away misfortune and trouble from the old year. Chicken eggs are also washed in cool water by villagers, hoping for fertility, development, and favorable weather. When we hear thunder, it means we enter the new year. The village wake up, and early in the morning, they take on their pots, hands, and utensils to wash. We wash away on the backlog from the old year so that we can enter the new year with good fortune and prosperity. After the ritual of rinsing the old year misfortune as the shark stream, people return to the site to perform ceremonial offering. Once the village offering ceremony is completed, everyone partakes in the blessed food in an atmosphere of joy, togetherness, unity, and closeness. After the village ceremony, come to the ceremony for the thunder god, ancestor, and last spirit for the villager. The offering on the two ceremonial stray as traditional dishes of the Urdu ethnic people, elaborately prepare rib pieces from the mountain and forest. Everyone bring what they have, and all are enthusiastic and decided to contribute food, vegetable, and rice, gathering everything in one place to offer to the ancestor. This so that as we enter the new year, our ancestors will bless their descendants. The commune also focused on establishing clubs to preserve the cultural identity of Urdu people, such as the Urdu folk singing and dancing club. During the days of the first thunder of the year festival, the joyful sounds of musical instruments made from bamboo are used by the villagers, resonating throughout the village. In the open spaces within the village, people gather to expand the circle of dancing, singing, and playing, further strengthening the unity of the village. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.